Alright, I'm in my room at the Link. This is a video about South Point. Every scene was filmed originally in South Point. I deleted the first clip by accident. So, every subsequent scene after this one will be in South Point, but I need to redo that first one. The one thing I wanted to say in that first scene, kind of like when I'm on the road and I showcase a room that I don't play often or maybe have never played before, wanted to show the games that normally run. So, no limit. 1-2 at South Point runs all the time, $300 max. 2-3 runs virtually all the time, pretty sure it's 600 max. And 3-5 runs most days. Been there early, been there late when it's not going, but I'm pretty sure you'll get at least one table at some point each day of the week. As far as Omaha 8 goes, 4-8 all the time, often an 8-16 interest list. I've been there, I'm not there a ton, I've been there plenty of times. 8-16 is not going, 4-8 is going all the time. Limit games, whatever's on the screen is correct. I'm usually not paying attention. If there's a long list on the 1-2 no limit or the 2-3 no limit, I play 4-8 Omaha 8. I'm usually not paying attention to the limit, but they do run limit games. And interesting game, on Fridays I think it's been 5,100 fixed limit Omaha high. So if you remember those videos from Boulder Station in August last year, usually Omaha is fixed limit high-low, split pot game, or it's high only but pot limit, PLO, pot limit Omaha. This is fixed limit Omaha high only 50-100. That's been running at South Point on Friday. So just wanted to give you a rundown of the games that run at South Point. Now, imagine I said all this to you in the slot machines just outside the South Point poker room. So through the slot machines there, poker room is behind me. It might be tough to see, but the other direction, here are the escalators. Also, they're Steak and Shake, by the way, very close. But here are escalators. What are up the escalators? Alright, top of the escalators, the movie theater. Don't know the nighttime prices. A couple weeks ago I came early afternoon, so the new Statham movie, $9, matinee pricing. And it is shockingly close to the poker room. Sometimes downstairs right outside Steak and Shake, like between the escalators and poker, you can smell the popcorn up here. Right around the corner from the movie theater, we got the bowling alley. You might be able to hear it, might be able to see it. Also a like concession stand, very reasonably priced pizza, fries, things like that. I know at 7 a.m. it's $1 on the weekdays, $1 per game. Don't know later in the day, early afternoon, evening what it is, but here are the hours. And we have an arcade right around the corner from the food stand in the bowling alley. We got an arcade. I'll show you the hours on the way out, but if you like games, family-friendly place also. You have a family of 4, things for everybody to do here. Got a bingo hall up here also. The sign is too lit up. The camera's not going to focus on it. Bingo hall through those doors. Have just about no details on the bingo. Never played it here or in any casino for that matter, but I'm aware it exists. Signs throughout the slot machines all over the building about Steak and Shake, so if I could fit it on the screen here. Here is the early afternoon time for half-price milkshakes at Steak and Shake. Last time I got one, there was also a very late night time, like between 11 and midnight, but I haven't seen that sign walking around this time or last time I was in South Point, but definitely those days, 2 to 5, early afternoon, half-price milkshakes. Never hear bad things about the restaurants. There are a lot of them. Never been to the steakhouse, the Italian restaurant, the oyster bar, the deli. Have been to the buffet, which is very reasonably priced. I think if you have your player's card and it's breakfast, it's $16. I have been to Coronado Cafe, which is right over there. I usually go midnight to 6. There's a huge menu, but the midnight to 6 a.m. menu is unbelievable. It's not midnight to 6 right now, and I don't want to walk in just to go to the bar and take a picture of that pricing, but yeah, last time I was here, steak and eggs between midnight and 6. It was either $8 or $9, and if you sit at the bar, you bypass the line. It's very, very crowded right at midnight. People are waiting for that pricing, but if you come at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., or sometimes you could bypass the line, just sit at the bar, and you get service right away. So I've done that plenty of times. So in the movie theater upstairs, if you buy popcorn, you get a same-day refill. So you see a lot of people, when I park in the garage and walk to poker, I see people walking the opposite way. They just saw a movie, they're going back to their cars in the garage, and they have full things of popcorn because they ate it and got their refill when the movie was over on the way out. It's funny because in A King of Queens, Doug is arguing with Carrie, and they get home from the movies, and Doug has a full thing of popcorn, and in the middle of the argument, Carrie says, "Who brings popcorn home from the movies? I mean, who does this?" And Heffernan says, "Someone who knows that when you can get a free refill, you get your free refill." It's called good money management. So every time I see people leaving the building with full things of popcorn, I think of that episode. But the main thing I want to talk about is, actually, penultimate thing, parking. Parking is free. Huge surface lot outside. If it's busy, like middle of the day, it could be crowded. If you come here to play poker at like midnight, there will be plenty of spots. You could park very close to the poker room. It's on the south side of the building. You could just come in from the Las Vegas Strip, or Las Vegas Boulevard. No one really calls it the Strip this far south, but come in from Las Vegas Boulevard, park on the south side of the surface lot. You're very close to the poker room, right near the horse racing area. And I usually park in the garage. I don't like the sun beating down on my car, and I've never seen the garage full, but free parking in the garage and in the surface lot. The main thing I want to tell you about was the promos, though, in the poker room. Tons of them, way too many to go over. You go to Bravo and get the exhaustive list of all the promos, but the big one is, I think it used to be 4 times a year, now it's 3 times a year. So it's 3 times a year with a 4-month qualifying period. Play hours, the current period is what, April 1 through July 31. And if you play 150 hours minimum, you get into a free roll tournament. And in the middle of the page there, the picture, top prize $60,000. I imagine when it gets down to the final 5, they make deals almost every time, but for playing at least 150 hours, you enter the tournament. That's your entry, playing the 150 hours, and you get, I think, $300. It's at the bottom of the picture there, either $200 or $300 minimum for rakeback. So you get paid for your hours, and your hours are your entry into the tournament, and you have 4 months to do it. Interesting that in 2021 and 2022, it was weird. I was often in town for the qualifying period, but not for the day of the actual tournament. I think it's a 2-day event, by the way. So I was never really caring about it, and I'm not really in this part of town that often. I will be in town in early August when this next one happens. So that was one of the reasons I came here today, because during the 777 challenge, I was here and I played 8.5 hours. I need 150 minimum. I think 150 is going to be a stretch for a side of town. I don't usually go, but with today I have a little more, so maybe this one. It is tough because I will be dealing during a lot of the qualifying period, but if I can somehow get 150 hours in here before the Orleans Summer Series starts, I guess I would play in the early August promotional tournament. And yeah, anywhere from $300 to $60,000 up for grabs, and I think that's going to wrap it up. Awesome place. If you're in town, you probably know about it if you live in town. If you don't live in town, you're staying on the Strip, I would highly recommend early one day, like 10 a.m. Get a ride down here, get an Uber or whatever down here, and spend the whole day here. You can play cash, you can play tournaments, you could take a break, go to a restaurant, you could take a break, go to a movie, you could take a break, go bowling, return to poker, go to another restaurant at the end of the day, and just spend the entire day here. I think you would very much enjoy it. It is very, very clean. The customer service is unbelievable. And remember, rice is a spoon food.